It's time for Inside Seminole-Basketball with Leonard Hamilton, breaking down game-changing plays, momentum-shifting moves, can't-miss matchups. The inside scoop on the team and what's next for the Noles as they look to make another tournament run. ABC 27 presents Inside Seminole-Basketball with Leonard Hamilton. Live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. Sponsored by these businesses.
All right, here we go, live from Glory Days in Tallahassee. Look at this crowd that's here with us on a Monday night. Having a lot of fun, getting things started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Inside Seminole Basketball. My name is Jeff Culhane. This Florida State basketball team is playing some of their best brand right now. They've won their last two contests, both of those on the road last week at Notre Dame and at Pitt. Got a big one tomorrow night with the folks from down south coming in. And a big round of applause for the head coach, Leonard Hamilton, ladies and gentlemen. Coach, congratulations. What a week last week, huh? 2 road wins. Outstanding.
Well, there's no doubt that we're making progress, and you're always happy after you get a victory in the ACC, especially on the road. But we're not in a position to celebrate. We celebrated all the way back in the plane, and once we got set foot in Tallahassee, it's back to business.
Yeah, that'd be nice, right? They've got the schedule, no rest for you guys. Another big one tomorrow night at home.
Well, obviously, when you have 2 nationally ranked teams coming in to play you back-to-back, that's a unique and special opportunity that we need to try to take advantage of. We're still trying to dig out of this hole that we dug for ourselves, and you're not going to do that with just a couple of games. You got to stack victories on top of victories that will give you an opportunity, to feel good about yourself, but also get your system moving in the right direction. Yeah,
back-to-back road wins, again, at Notre Dame. Impressive start in that contest, jumping out to a 13-0 lead, 32-8 at one point in the first half, and then on Saturday beating Pitt 71-64. Those are 2 places. Everywhere's tough to win in the ACC, Coach, but you're able to get a win at Notre Dame on Tuesday night. You back it up by going to Pitt on Saturday afternoon. You and I talked a little bit this morning. You're always going to face adversity in every game you play. You certainly faced your fair share of that in both of those games on Tuesday and on Saturday. Does it feel like your group is embracing that a little bit and starting to figure out ways to overcome some of that stuff right now?
I think what is happening is that our younger players, our rotation guys are coming in and being solid. They're not making any mistakes. They in the Pittsburgh game, I believe we had 17 points off the bench, I believe. And so that's progress. And what has been happening, and we've been playing our more experienced players, our second-year veterans.
Yes.
When you're playing 7, 8, 9 minutes stretch in stretches and putting forth that kind of effort, there's a point where you're going to fatigue and you're looking for spots to rest. I think that we went into the Virginia game thinking that, gosh, I got to play 40 minutes, and I didn't think we responded very well. But I thought our guys, they evaluated themselves, evaluated what we were trying to do, and now that we're getting Barber back in the mix, we need to get him more minutes. But right now he's playing his way back into playing shape. Our freshmen are coming in, and they were very solid. The other night, Chandler came in and gave us a big 3, hit 2 free throws, and made a inside basket. I mean, those types of things are what you expect for guys in January that's going through the ringer like our kids have. So in order for these 2 games this weekend to be meaningful, we need to stack some more victories on top of those victories.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a great show for you tonight. Coming up, our player that will join us, our student athlete, Caleb Mills, ladies and gentlemen, who has been on a tear as of late, 10 straight games in double figures for the young man out of Arden, North Carolina. Looking forward to talking with Caleb and what he has seen out of this group as one of those, as you talk about, second-year veteran guys for your basketball team. He has been fun to watch here as this team has continued to learn and grow and come together. Throughout your career, the difference between winning at home and winning on the road. It's always harder to win on the road, Coach. What's the biggest difference from your perspective?
Well, as coaches, we always try to train our guys. It doesn't really matter where you are. The court's 94 by 50. Mm-hmm. The goals are 10 feet everywhere. Nobody's going to come out of the stands and block a shot, steal a ball, and make a basket. Now, that's what we try from a philosophical standpoint. At least that we tell them.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But you know as well as I do, sometimes it's a little more challenging on the road, and I understand that, especially for a team that's learning how to play together, adjusting to the crowd. But I have to say, we didn't show any signs of being challenged by the environment we were in the last couple of games. So I think our guys are past that now. We in a desperation mode where every game's important, and we're trying to dig ourselves out of this ditch.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so far off to a solid start, ladies and gentlemen. Florida State's 5-4 right now in the ACC. Obviously, as Coach talked about, want to keep stacking up wins as we move towards the second half of conference play. But, Coach, the way the league is this year, spot 3 to spot 10 is separated by just one game is all. Miami comes in. They're at 6-3 in the ACC right now. So I know you want to stack them up. So it makes things, I know, a little bit. You're thinking one game at a time. Us radio guys can, we can talk about that stuff.
We do not have the luxury of looking past the next opponent.
That's right.
And the significant thing about the Miami game, you have to see, that we've beaten them 9 times in a row.
How about that?
Well, now, no coach in America wants to pick up the paper the day after the game and see where they've lost 10.
Yeah.
that doesn't sit well. Miami is well rested. They stayed in Durham after the game, flew down here Sunday, took a day off on Sunday, so they're rested up. They're trying a different formula as they prepare for our game. And it's interesting that they will be at their very best. We know that, and so we have to come and give them our very best.
Yep, absolutely. Fun show today. We're just getting started here live from Glory Days in Tallahassee. Plenty to discuss and plenty to talk about, as Glory Days Grill is the perfect spot for game day and every day of the week, with daily food and drink specials, award-winning burgers, and the best darn wings in town. When it's time to pack the tuck, which we hope you do tomorrow and Saturday this week, Glory Days Grill supports the Florida State basketball team. Glory Days, home of Inside-Seminole-Basketball. Just getting rolling, Noles fans, here live from Glory Days. More to come with the head coach, Leonard Hamilton, when we return, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield. All right, we're back again live from Glory Days in front of a great crowd here tonight. It's a fun crowd, great group of Noles fans that are here hanging out with us on Monday night, here to see the head coach, Leonard Hamilton, and also hear from this basketball team and talk all things Florida State basketball as the Noles getting ready for Miami. The Hurricanes coming to town. They're ranked number 19 in the coaches poll, number 20 in the AP poll, and Florida State coming off of a couple of wins on the road. Impressive victories at Notre Dame and at Pitt. Time now for What's on Tap, presented by the official craft beer of the Florida State Seminoles, Oyster City Brewing Company. Make sure to check out the tap room on Gain Street. Talked about it. This is a great opportunity this week. You have no time to celebrate it, as you mentioned before. Miami tomorrow, Clemson on Saturday, and I know those are two programs you have a whole lot of respect for with what they've done this season.
No doubt about that. They've gotten off to great starts. But they're nationally ranked, but they still have lost games in the ACC. If you're not prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically for every opponent, if you look past one, looking toward another, something bad can happen. That's what's so great about the ACC. Every night out, you're playing against a quality opponent, regardless of it's from 1 to 15. You're going to be in for a really great game, especially if you're not prepared.
Yeah. By the way, tomorrow night is Shakers and Rally Towels night as well, and Coaches versus Cancer tomorrow night at the Tucker Center, and then on Saturday versus Clemson, Rally Towels for fans on a limited basis until supplies last, and Hoops for Troops military appreciation on Saturday as well. So some important things going on around both of those games outside of the game, inside the game, Tuesday and on Saturday, Coach. You talk about being prepared physically, being prepared mentally overall. I know this time of year from a practice standpoint, with the amount of minutes some of your guys are playing, you space it out a little bit. How you even tweaked it a little bit further with your group, with some of the guys that have been playing a lot of minutes for you.
No doubt about that. We've had to adopt the NBA model of load management. That's the term they use.
Not a new one. It's a new one.
In other words, that's a sophisticated term for, hey, how about just letting you ride the bicycle?
I'm tired.
But no, we starting to get some issues with overusage. There's no doubt we're getting some aches and pains and some bumps and bruises. It's taking 2 or 3 days to recover from. And so we've adopted the model of taking the load off some of our guys, and some of our more guys who are playing those major minutes. We're backing them off them a little bit in practice and reducing them to doing limited things so that we can have the full usage of our players during the game.
Yep. I know for you, as you watch the energy of your basketball team, and both games last week were an interesting case study from that standpoint. Notre Dame, you guys come out like gangbusters, and you talked about you could feel their energy in the locker room. You jump out to a 13-0 lead. Saturday at Pitt, not quite the same. You call a timeout and maybe calm your guys down a little bit, and then all of a sudden the game flips, and your team takes things over and handles Pitt from that point on and holds them off at the end of the game. Interesting, I'm sure, from your perspective, kind of watching all of that and trying to continually, game by game, get a feel for the energy of your basketball team.
Well, for the average fan, sometimes you don't really know exactly what we're trying to accomplish. We have to, our system is that we try to push the ball down the court and see can we find our early high percentage shot. Then if we don't have that, we immediately go into several different systems that we utilize, but it's important that the ball moves and that the player moves with some sense of urgency. In the Notre Dame game, I thought we fatigued at the wrong time when they were at their highest intensity, and they came back and created some issues for us. We're having a hard time finding the right rotation. Now that our younger players are being more productive, that we feel like we can have more confidence to rotate them early and give our guys the proper rest so that we can be a lot more efficient. We're asking our players to do something that we never asked any players at Florida State to do.
Yeah.
They're playing 7, 8, 9 minute stretches, and there have been times when our players got a whole first half without getting any rest. That's not healthy on the long haul, but that's who we are this particular year. Now that our players, Bob are getting back into the rotation, the guys getting a little more adapted to what we're asking them to do, we can cut those minutes back. I can't believe I'm happy that we only played our starters 34 minutes. But I'd like to get that around 29, less than 30, no more than that, in order for us to play the way our system dictates us to play to be successful.
Yep. You called that timeout early on in the game at Pitt. It was 15-5 at that point was the score. What did you sense changed after your guys maybe kind of took a breath and fell into the rhythm of how you like them to play?
Well, Pittsburgh knows that we play very aggressive man-to-man defense. So what they did to us, they reversed the ball 3 times before they attacked, and which means anytime you move the ball that well, somebody's going to make a defensive mistake. And they caught us in a mode that they moved the ball 3 or 4 times, and that's what our game plan was. Whereas we were getting shots on the first and second pass, they were reversing the ball 2 or 3 times, fatiguing us, finding the person making the defensive mistake, and attacking. So we reversed it. We obviously still look for scoring opportunities in transition, but we reversed the ball, moved the ball, and we played the way the Seminole-Basketball way.
Yeah.
And I thought we got high percentage shots, and we were able to get back to the lead, and we extended it. But here we have not been successful in managing it. Once we get up, that's the next phase of development that we have to do with this team.
Yep. Coach Hamilton's squad was 2 of their first 5 in the game at Pitt, and after that timeout, the Noles made 10 of their next 14 shots and 6 of their first 7 from downtown, from behind the three-point line, hitting 12 of their first 19 shots. That's hot, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting the basketball very well on Saturday afternoon at Pitt, and you led by as many as 12 in the first half, up 10. You knew they'd make a run. They certainly did. How proud of your guys were you when they made that run earlier? They came out like gangbusters, and you kind of fought. You held them off. You answered, and you got it done in the end. Well,
I think our experienced guys are developing a sense of how to execute in those tough situations. Now we just need to get some of our new guys acclimated to that atmosphere and continue to keep growing.
Yeah, absolutely. The Noles did that, that's for sure, as Pitt did not score in the final 2 minutes and 19 seconds of that game on Saturday, missing their last 4 shots of the contest. And Leonard Hamilton's squad's been great defending from behind the three-point line as well. We'll talk about that as we roll along. Have a fun show tonight. Again, Caleb Mills will be here a little bit later on. Looking forward to talking with him, as he has been more than a key contributor for Coach Hamilton's team here over the past couple of seasons. He's coming up in a couple of segments. Hey, did you know that FSU Athletics is self-supported? It is not funded by tax dollars. Because of this, we rely on fans just like you to join Seminole Boosters so your teams have the best possible chance to achieve success on and off the field. Seminole Booster membership starts at $5 per month and comes with great membership benefits. Go online to SeminoleBoosters.com to learn more or join. That's SeminoleBoosters.com. More to come live from Glory Days with the head coach Leonard Hamilton when we come back, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready?
All right, we're having fun here live from Glory Days in Tallahassee. Look at this crowd. Great friends, great family of Seminole Hoops here with us on a Monday night inside Seminole-Basketball with the head coach Leonard Hamilton as the Noles. 2 big road wins last week in Notre Dame and Pitt, and 2 big-time games coming up. Miami coming to town, where Florida State has won the last 9 meetings with the Miami Hurricanes. They're coming in ranked 20th in the country here this season. And Clemson, a squad that has had a very impressive year. They are at the top of the ACC standings right now. They come to town on Saturday. So some important games coming up, but of course it starts tomorrow with Miami. I wanted to make mention, and we're going to talk about your guys currently, obviously, quite a bit. Some of your former guys and the pros are doing some really impressive stuff, and I wanted to mention Jonathan Isaac, coach. That's a young man that's been battling injury, and tonight Jonathan is available for the first time for the Orlando Magic in 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, fighting his way back from knee injuries as they take on the Boston Celtics tonight. How about that for that young man?
What time does the game come on?
I think it's on right now, Coach. We got to find a TV over here somewhere to get you to be able to watch that. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm very proud of our guys. We have quite a few of them that's doing real well in the NBA. I kind of wish some of them were still on the team. But they've moved on with their careers, and I'm very proud of those guys.
Yep. You know, Devin Vassell, who's doing very well in San Antonio. He had a little knee issue earlier this month, and he'll be back after the All-Star break. And Scotty Barnes right now, over his last 7 games, 21 points, 8 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, and shooting 53% from the field and 40% from downtown with the Toronto Raptors right now. How about those numbers?
I think we could use that tomorrow night.
You like to have those, right?
We have several guys when we count up that probably could still be on our team.
Yes.
But they moved on with their careers, and I'm very happy for them.
Yep. You know, speaking of guys that can shoot the basketball in a big-time way, we've talked about Darren Green, and we can't talk about that young man enough. A guy that has been a great addition to your program, instant impact with the way he shoots the basketball. 5 more threes in that game on Saturday afternoon, Coach, to help you guys and propel you to a victory, scoring 20-plus points once again.
Well, Darren is so gifted that he gets a lot of attention from our opponents. And he's learning now to move more without the ball. I think our players now are looking for him more in certain situations. And he's getting out in transition. He's actually creating some offense off the dribble, which is an area where we like for our players to improve in. So right now he's in a pretty good place. We just hope that we can stay healthy for the remainder of the season. And let's see, can we go make some improvement and give people something to talk about.
Yeah, no question. And you mentioned that. Everybody obviously has seen the film on Darren, but he has added that aspect to his game where he's getting the up fake. He's getting guys up in the air because everybody's just sticking to him like Velcro right now once he catches the ball behind the three-point line because he does not need a whole lot of room at all. That addition of that scoring off the dribble for a guy like Darren who can shoot the three, that is deadly and can provide all sorts of issues for opposing defenses.
What's probably gone unnoticed is the fact that now you have Matthew shooting close to 40% from three.
Yeah.
And in the last several games, you can see the improvement of Caleb Mills.
Yes.
And so he's shooting the ball well from the three. And then we had Bobby hit a three, and we had Chandler Jackson hit a three the other night in the game. And that just shows that they're progressing. They're more comfortable. They're more relaxed. And they're stepping up and knocking those shots down. Requires a lot of work by themselves. And we waiting on Tom House to get it going because he could end up being one of the better shooters that we've had at Florida State.
Yep. As Coach talked about earlier, the Noles scored 17 points off the bench in the win over Pitt and only missed one shot. The bench young men did 6 of 7 from the field. You talk about Baba Miller, who continues to get better and better every time he goes out on the floor and touches the basketball. Deontay Green as well, who is overcoming a knee injury. And Chandler Jackson, Coach, it seems like game in and game out, he's starting to add more minutes and take more pressure off of Jalen and Caleb with what he does with the ball in his hands.
But also what has gone unnoticed is the tremendous pass that Caleb made to Deontay Green on both of those layups that he made during a critical part of the game. Mm-hmm. And he made 2 dimes right on the money that all he had to do was catch it and make layups on them. That's the kind of improvement that we're making. And if we can continue to keep moving in that direction, creating for each other and getting the higher percentage shots, hopefully that will be something that we can utilize as a strength moving on down the road.
Yeah, we'll talk with Caleb Mills coming up here in a couple of segments. You bring him up. He obviously is such a gifted scorer. But he talked about his passing and his defending as well, Coach. He's got quick hands. He can get his hands on the basketball and cause some issues when he's moving around out there.
Well, we don't need to tell him all that. He has a little bit of confidence. I won't say he's cocky. I would just say he's an extremely confident young man, and he'll be putting that in my face.
There we go.
So don't go there right now.
I won't bring that up a whole lot with him when he joins us.
Pat him on the back, but don't overdo it.
I'll tell him about all the things we need to improve upon here over the next 7 weeks and longer, hopefully, of this regular season. As we're here live from Glory Days in Tallahassee with the head coach, Leonard Hamilton, the all-time winningest coach in Florida State basketball history and currently the all-time active winningest coach with ACC victories in the entire league with what he has done in his career. As our show is brought to you in part by T-Spark Enterprises. Want a guaranteed win? Call T-Spark for your next roofing or construction project. We conquer all peaks. TSparkConstruction.com. Coming up, we're going to hear from you guys out there. You guys ready? You can speak a little bit. You can get excited, get fired up. Questions from the crowd here live from Glory Days for Coach Hamilton. That's on the way when we return as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield. All righty, great to be back. Glory Days here in Tallahassee. Welcome back. Inside Seminole-Basketball with the head coach, Leonard Hamilton. My name is Jeff Culhane. Great crowd here this evening as the Noles, impressive last week, wins against Notre Dame, wins against Pitt, and now Miami coming to town tomorrow night. 7 p.m. tip. Want to see you pack the tuck and make it a rowdy environment for the Hurricanes as the Noles have won 9 in a row against this Miami bunch here and look to make it 10 tomorrow night. So excited about that, looking forward to that. And we'll hear from the crowd. Hope you have a question. And we got some questions lined up from the crowd coming up here a little bit later on in moments. Coach, when I say Miami, what comes to mind right away for you?
They're a very good team. They have the quality depth. They are, from a defensive standpoint, they are playing much more aggressive than they played in the past. time we played against them, they played what you call the pack line defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the game against Duke, and they were denying the ball all over the place. And they were putting a lot of pressure. I think they got quality depth. They can be much more aggressive. They're trapping the ball screens. And though, if you remember, last year we had a 20-point lead in Coral Gables, and we blew them out by 1 point.
That's a blowout of epic proportions, Coach.
Oh my gosh, that's a ACC blowout. But they found a weakness in our team, and they forced us in turnover after turnover, and we were hanging on for dear life there toward the end. And then they came to Tallahassee, and once again we blew them right off the floor by 1 point.
It was a whitewashing.
But my point is that they're a very good basketball team. And I think maybe 3 of the last 4 times we played, there have been 1-point games.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, we had to come from behind down at Coral Gables, I think, maybe a couple of years ago in order to win the game. So they all have been hard-fought games. We expecting it to be the same tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a 7 p.m. tip tomorrow night inside the Tucker Center, Florida State and Miami. We're excited about that. Well, we've got questions from the crowd here, and as we are getting our question lined up, I also want to make mention, and he doesn't know that we're doing this right now, and will probably be mad at me that we are going to mention this and do this. Can we give a big round of applause for Chuck Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, who is the men's basketball media relations director extraordinaire, is what I call him. He was honored. If you didn't see this, we're letting you know right now. The U.S. Basketball Writers Association honored Chuck with the 2023 Katha Quinn Award, recognizing contributions to the association and media in honor of the late St. John's SID. Chuck is going to be honored at the Final Four in Houston this upcoming spring, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause to Chuck Walsh, and congratulations. Well deserved. Chuck's worked with you for a number. You guys are like family. You've been hanging out together so much, Coach.
He's been right by my side. You know, what happens with a media relation expert like Chuck, a lot of things they do behind the scenes, people don't know. And so he makes our job a lot easier. He anticipates what we need. He's a problem solver. He's proactive on everything. So a lot of the things a lot of things you don't really have to worry about because Chuck's already anticipated them and handled them before they ever become issues.
Yeah.
And that's what you need in a position like that. Plus, the people who he deals with, the reporters, the announcers of the games, absolutely to a man has always said he is the very best in the business that they've worked with. Even at the Pittsburgh game, those guys were saying his assistants to make their job easier is unparalleled in this whole United States, and they really appreciate the work that he's doing.
Yep, we certainly do. I appreciate it, my friend. And you got conference commissioners, directors of athletics. You've got network TV names. That's the company that Chuck Walsh is in right now with this award. Very impressive. All right, I've embarrassed him. I apologize. Let's go to our questions in the crowd, Chuck. What do we got out there here tonight?
Here's what I want to say first. Coach, I get to go to the Final Four, but you need to bring your team to the Final Four with us.
I like that, yes.
So we got 2 questions from 2 of your biggest fans here, and I'm just going to turn the microphone over.
Who was your favorite player to coach?
Wow. I've had so many. I've had such a great career with so many players over the years. It would be almost impossible for me to single out one particular player. I've had such a good run with guys. I'm most proud of the fact that at Florida State, we've only had 2 guys not graduate in 20 years. To me, that's what we do, and that's what's more important. A lot of times you recognize them for what they do on the basketball court, but in reality, you're taking teenagers and you're ushering them to young adulthood. And that's, you're their surrogate family, you're their surrogate father. You know, they come to you for advice, and most of the time they emulate their coaches. So I'm really proud of the opportunities I've had, and I just can't single out one particular player because I love them all.
Question number 2.
What was your most favorite win this season?
Well, we didn't think we were going to get one there for a while. So our first one was the most important one. It got me going. I was wondering. And they put me in a hotel on a road trip on the 18th floor. I tried to open up the window, but it wouldn't open. So I said, well, maybe, but seriously, anytime you win a basketball game is important. It lifts the spirits. There's one thing good about basketball. You have to understand how to handle victories, and you have to also understand how to handle losses, and hopefully you allow that to be more character building and correcting the mistakes that you make, and that's the way life is. Go ahead.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Well, there we go. We appreciate that. Great questions there.
Great question.
From some, speaking, Chuck might have his work cut out for him. There's some young reporters there, I feel like. That's gonna go down the road.
Yeah, he put me on the spot, didn't
he? He did.
Oh, my goodness.
Favorite player, yeah, and favorite wins, right?
I should have said the one who makes the last shot that helps us win.
That's right. That's exactly
That's my favorite.
Right. That's exactly right. Well, we'll talk with Coach here coming up in a moment. Coming up here soon, Caleb Mills, ladies and gentlemen, will stop by the main table and talk with us about his season and the way this team is playing right now. As Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets that select FSU men's basketball games, just visit myffbf.org to sign into your account, then follow the prompts for attractions and sports and sporting events to get your 2 free tickets. Tickets offered on a first-come, first-served basis and are subject to availability. Not a Farm Bureau member. Visit myffbf.org and register to become a member today. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud to support Seminole Athletics. More to come here live from Glory Days as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield. All right, we are back live from Glory Days here in Tallahassee. Inside Seminole Basketball, this Florida State squad's got some big games coming up here on Tuesday and on Saturday, with Miami in town tomorrow night, a 7 p.m. tip, and then a 5 p.m. tip on Saturday with Clemson right now currently first place in the ACC. Coming up as well, Caleb Mills will be here on his way, and also tonight live here at Glory Days. Caleb will be with us for a segment, but stay with us afterwards, folks, and hang out for a meet and greet with Caleb, also with Matthew Cleveland, and with Darren Green as well. That's presented by the folks at Rising Spear. So that's coming up after the show tonight here as well. And you mentioned those three in the same sentence, and those are three guys that have really risen their play. And as you joked, the second-year veterans that you have on this team, Coach, that have played like fourth- and fifth-year guys here down the stretch over the last few weeks.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Close, yes.
But I do think they're becoming a unit. They understand how to take advantage of each other's skills, how to create for each other. I'm excited about what I see developing with this group. Yep, Matthew Cleveland, 8 straight double-doubles. How about that? 8 consecutive double-doubles, and what a run. And still, even though he didn't have a double-double, his 8th rebound, Coach, on Saturday in that win at Pitt late in the game might have been his most important rebound of that double-double stretch that he had to help shut down a possession late for the Panthers. Well, like those young men who asked me that question, I think that the person who gets the last rebound to help us win, that's my favorite player. Yeah, exactly. You talked about Matthew Cleveland, and it's worth mentioning many times over his improvement shooting the basketball from the outside and from behind the three-point line. What does that do to opposing defenses, that addition to his game, shooting 40+% from three? Well, there's no doubt that added to his game has made him a very dangerous player for our opponents. Because he has the ability to drive, he finishes well, now he's hitting his free throws. I mean, he's becoming what you call a complete player. Yeah. And he's defending very well. So he's doing a lot of positive things. He's making great decisions. He probably has one of the highest basketball IQs on a team. He knows all the positions. He knows exactly how to help his teammates in the huddle, remember where they're supposed to go. And so he's been such a tremendous contributor not only from a productive standpoint, but from the statistical standpoint, but in those huddles, in all those moments when in the locker room, at the dinner table, in the apartments where they live, he is really giving them information like he's a coach on the team himself.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about IQ and feel for the game.
Yes.
Knock on wood, it feels like he never forces it on the offensive end. What's that skill set learned as a player out there on the court?
Well, that's confidence, knowing that you don't have to force anything and accepting the fact it's a team game, and as long as we play to each other and create for each other, we make the game easier for each other.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's preaching, and he's living it very well.
Yeah, he's playing some good basketball right now. Coach, we'll give you a breather, and we'll talk to Caleb here coming up next. Sound good? There you go. Leonard Hamilton's going to take a break, folks. Coming up next, Caleb Mills will stop by our main table and talk with us about this basketball team right now. Can't wait to talk with Caleb when we come back as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network. Having fun back live here at Glory Days in Tallahassee. Inside Seminole Basketball rolling along with a great crowd here to see Coach Hamilton. And after the show ends tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here to see Caleb Mills, Darren Green, Matthew Cleveland. They'll be signing autographs, a meet and greet session as well. So make sure to stick around following the show tonight here live at Glory Days as three of the stars of Leonard Hamilton's squad for this Florida State basketball team hanging out, spending time with the year with some autographs and some pictures, some meet and greet, and that is presented by the folks at Rising Spear. Hey, time now for our Keys to Success, brought to you by the official law firm of the Florida State Seminoles. That is the groups at their great friends from Scott and Wallace, 222-7777 with offices in Tallahassee. You move on from the wins, like you said. You can't think about them too much because you got another great opponent coming to town tomorrow night in the Miami Hurricanes. What have you been focused in on from the head coach's perspective over the last 48 hours and in tomorrow as well, Coach, getting your guys ready to play this game?
Most of the time when you're preparing against Miami, you know they're going to be a great offensive team with Wong beating you off the dribble, Pack being an unbelievable shooter. He might be equal to or even could be better perimeter shooter or as good as perimeter shooter as Green has been for us. So those are two weapons. They have I think Norchad is, I believe, is the leading rebounder in the ACC.
Yeah.
And and they have great role players at every position, and they have a strong bench of guys come off the bench and deliver. I venture to say this is going to probably be the most challenging team that we played this year because of all the things that they do on the offensive end. But what has surprised me is how well they're playing defense. And they are really being aggressive. They are attacking their opponents. They're trapping all ball screens. And you have to be prepared for a team that's quick and athletic and hungry for a victory.
Yeah.
So the keys for us is to maintain our poise, be able to attack the pressure. Defensively, we got to play great defense without fouling.
Yeah. Close games you talk about in this series, as you mentioned, 1-point games, both of them a year ago. They've lost 4 games total this year, 3 of them by a combined 10 points. So no matter where the game's at, it's going to be a tight battle over a full 40 minutes. When you talk about keys to success, what are the big items in close games and closing them out late in a contest like this one?
Well, for us, because we're so inexperienced, us making good decisions and maintaining our poise, and as of late, we're going to the foul line and we're knocking down those free throws. So we have to play a complete game in order for us to be successful Tuesday. But it's the opportunity that we need at home against a nationally ranked opponent. Being successful at home against Miami would mean an awful lot for us moving our program along in the right direction.
Yep, absolutely. Keys to Success brought to you by Scott and Wallace, the official law firm of the Florida State Seminoles, 222-7777 with offices in Tallahassee. And Inside Seminole Basketball also brought to you in part by Truist. the official retail bank of the Florida State Seminoles. Care, it's a total bank changer. See how at Truist.com. We'll take a timeout. More to come as we wrap things up live on site from Glory Days here in Tallahassee as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Jeff Culhane.
All right, we are back one final time here live from Glory Days in Tallahassee. Here with Leonard Hamilton. It is Inside Seminole-Basketball, gearing you up, talking all things FSU hoops as the Noles have the Miami Hurricanes tomorrow night. It's a 7 p.m. Eastern tip. Cannot wait for this one. And as Coach has been talking about, it's a great opportunity for this team to continue to grow and to build some confidence and looking to stack up some continued wins. Caleb Mills will be here for the meet and greet afterwards, so we'll have him here live on site. Don't go anywhere. Autograph session live here at Glory Days with Matthew Cleveland and Darren Green as well. You talk about trying to find an edge. We talk about playing at home, playing on the road. Coach, with what you and your staff and your players have developed over the years, you go back in the last 60 games, you have been outstanding at home in ACC play, 54-7 at the Tucker Center in the last 61 ACC games overall. What do your fans mean to you with that home court environment, Coach, overall, that setting?
Well, it's interesting. I don't keep up with the stats.
I know. You didn't even know you won 600 a couple weekends ago.
I did not know. My journey has been to take programs that need a little fixing up, and I've enjoyed that, Oklahoma State and Miami and Florida State. That has been my role in the basketball world. So I've enjoyed it. I never had to worry about, I never thought about 600 wins. Yeah. That's not what we do this for. And so when they announced it and I was coming across the floor, I said, were they talking about me?
Yeah.
But it's an honor. And you have to take, I've had great assistants and I've had great kids. And I've been in schools that gave me time to build programs. Yeah. And so many times in college basketball or any sport, it's everybody's ready to get it done right now. And so I'm so grateful that I've had the administration of Florida State gave me enough time to build a program, and I'm so appreciative.
Yep. Yeah, I think we got Caleb Mills here for a couple of minutes, right? We're going to hand it off. Let's get a round of applause. Leonard Hamilton, Caleb Mills. We're going to do the pit stop here for you NASCAR fans out there, and we're going to slide him in and put the headset on. Big round of applause. Caleb Mills. What, we got a sign out there? Caleb, big fella, he's got your name on it. Yeah, it's all these lights in here. It is hard to see. Got a couple minutes with you. Thanks so much. You had team meetings tonight, right? Had some team meetings going on? Yeah, that's correct. We'll get everything lined up for Caleb Mills, who's been playing some great basketball, 10 straight games, scoring it in double figures. What do you like the most right now about the way you and your teammates are playing at this point, playing with confidence?
Yeah, that's the most enjoyable part, playing with the confidence that we all have and just having fun. Yeah,
you have been fun to watch throughout your time here at Florida State. As a guy with the ball in your hands, you're so creative, make things happen. Take us into your mindset. How do you make the plays you do? Because you're in traffic, you're playing off the defense. Kind of walk us through as you're trying to slash through the lane and make things happen.
I just read the defense for the most part. Coach Jones and Coach Ham, what they teach all of us to value and to look for when we got the ball in our hands.
Yeah, big game tomorrow night with Miami coming to town. The next game on the schedule, obviously. Impressive road wins last week against Notre Dame and Pitt. But I know you guys are focused now and moved on. What does the next game mean for you, the next opportunity with this opponent coming to town on Tuesday night?
We're just taking it one game at a time. Every game is important to us. Starting off the year, we didn't like how the way we started off, so we're taking it one game at a time. And, of course, this is the rival game, but it's just the next game for us.
Next game, yeah, absolutely. You've got your good friends and teammates, Darren Green and Matthew Cleveland here as well. What do those guys mean to you, and what's it been like as a trio coming together as the veterans to help lead this young team to where you guys are at right now?
Well, we all all three of us knew that it was going for us to turn the season around and do what we want to. It's going to take productive nights from all three of us. Last night, DG had it going. The past 2 games, DG had it going. So we were just feeding off of him, letting him go. Matt has been playing great basketball, double man. He might get last game I stole a couple rebounds from him, so I took that. I took the double.
He can blame you.
Yeah. He can blame me for that.
There you go. Well, you've been playing some great basketball as well. 10 straight games in double figures, Caleb. Thanks for making the time for us, and we'll see you again soon. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
There you go. Big round of applause, Caleb Mills, ladies and